الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله تعالى نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدًا عبد الله ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله أشهد أنه بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح للأمة فكشف الله به الغمة فاللهم اجزه عنا خير ما جازيت نبيًا عن أمته ورسولا عن دعوته ورسالته اللهم لا تحرمنا أجره ولا تفتنا بعده واجمع بيننا وبينه يوم القيامة يا رب العالمين ثم الوصية عباد الله تقوى الله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وليخشى الذين لو تركوا من خلفهم ذرية ضعافا خافوا عليهم فليتقوا الله وليقولوا قولا سديدا وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله وخير الهدى هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أما بعد. Today, as we have passed few days of Ramadan by the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to extend our life till we finish this Ramadan and accept it from us. Allahumma ameen. As today we can pass by till we stop with some timing in a life of an individual that changed some people's life. We can't pass on without stopping today with some points, unique points of a life of a legend that people took as a role model, Mohamed Ali rahimahullah. Mohamed Ali, famous boxer, champion 3 years. One of the most popular names that people in the United States have heard about and know. But as Muslims, we always benefit from anyone or any incident, and we relate it to the matters of Islam. We always need to learn the lessons, not just go with the story. And this is the benefit that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in His book, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam have mentioned in His sunnah. When they talk about a story, they're not just narrating the story, they're not just telling you the story, they're giving you the lessons from the story. So today, inshallah, we'll be studying with some of these lessons that are important and they are relating to the Muslims living now, inshallah. First and before most, the first lesson that we learned from the death of Mohamed Ali, that life, no matter how great it gets, there's an ending. We started Ramadan a few days ago, and we do not know if this Ramadan will continue with us or not. We do not know if we're going to live till we finish this Ramadan or not. It doesn't matter how rich we are. Doesn't matter who we are, we have an ending. And the ending will end one day by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the only place that we will be in is our grave, and then the time for the question will come. Mohamed Ali was one of the most famous names all over America, not only in America, all over earth. Everywhere you go, you hear Mohamed Ali, you know who he is. But when the angel of death came to him, his time was over. It was over. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that in the Quran, when their time comes, they will not increase an hour or decrease an hour. Meaning you have no power to increase your life by 1 minute, 1 second. And you don't have a power to delay your death, to live a second, to drink water, to drink some juice, to eat meat, to enjoy life, to spend it with kids. No matter what excuse you have, it doesn't matter. Life will end. And this is the lesson that Allah mentioned so many times in the Quran. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, أَكْثِرُوا مِنْ ذِكْرِ هَذِمِ اللَّذَّاتِ الْمَوْتِ. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, increase your remembrance of the destroyer of pleasure. What is the destroyer of pleasure, Ya Rasulullah? He said death. He called it the destroyer of pleasure. At the max of pleasure, when someone is enjoying his time, the angel of death comes. So you need to increase your remembrance of that, and this is the first lesson. When someone passes away, when someone dies, whether you know him or you don't, you have to remember that one day you will be like this person. You will be like this individual, and this is where your life is going. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Every soul shall taste death. Every soul. The most beloved to Allah, and the most that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates and dislikes. Every soul shall taste death. When the angel of death came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave him the choice to stay in this dunya and become a king and continue life, or to return to Allah. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew that this time will come anyway. And he was so happy that the time was up, because he wanted to meet his Lord and return to Him. This is the lesson. This is the lesson when you remember the death of someone, that you say, Inna lillah, to Allah we belong. and to Him we shall return. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Remember this as a lesson in your life, that always accept the order of Allah, the destiny of Allah, the will of Allah, the test from Allah with complete happiness, because whatever Allah gives you, whatever Allah does is the best for the person. Muhammad Ali, at the end of his time, he was sick. Getting into the weakest part of his life, 74 years old. No more fighting, no more boxing. He wasn't able to move his hands like he did years ago. So Allah knows which one is better. To live the same way that you're living and going through this hardship or test, which you have to accept, and he was kind of accepting, Jazakallah khairan, and may Allah have mercy upon him. Or death becomes the mercy and the way, and then you return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 2, from the life of Muhammad Ali, rahimahullah, we learn something very important. We learn that a Muslim must have dignity. A Muslim must have courage. A Muslim must be proud of his religion. A Muslim must respect his religion and show it to people. And this is what Muhammad Ali did. Muhammad Ali was a figure that represents Islam more than some of the scholars. He was a figure that represents Islam, and Allah gave him the ability and the chance to represent Islam and becomes a famous figure that other people didn't get that chance. And the da'wah that he has given, we're going to see through his life. Which I believe, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make him better than what we think and accept him with him, that he changed a lot of people's life more than some of the dua and some of the callers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow His mercy to whom He wants. Dignity in his life. Dignity for his race. Dignity for his religion. Dignity for his prophet. He had the honor and the glory of what he's following, and he was completely proud to say that I am a Muslim. When somebody interviewed him, and he said, and this was taken from the book of the legend Muhammad Ali by Imam Abdullah in New York. He said, one time at a restaurant, he entered and he waited for the waitress to come and ask him what he wants. So when she came, she said, we do not serve black folks. We don't serve black people. Muhammad Ali rahimahullah said, I do not eat them either. No problem. If you're really proud of who you are, the skin color, the race, where you're from, what tongue you speak, who you are, doesn't matter to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Inna Allah la yanzuru ila suwarikum wa la ila ajsamikum. Allah doesn't care. Allah doesn't look into how you look. What color are you? What Allah looks is your heart. Allah looks at how much piety, how much iman that you have in your heart. It doesn't matter. We still have this among Muslims now. We still have some Muslims who are concerned with colors. Believe it or not, with race. We have some Muslims who don't go to some masajid because these masajid are from this area or that area. We have that among Muslims. We have some Muslims who think that Islam was only or is only for certain people, and others cannot be like them. Even if they become Muslims, they are considered themselves higher than them. We have that. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he came and Allah sent him, he came to vanish that. It's over. Bilal the Abyssinian, a black slave who nobody looked at him, nobody cared about him. is equal when he became Muslim to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, one of the most honored people in Mecca even before Islam. It doesn't matter. What matters is the level of your iman. Umar radiallahu anhu, when he used to see Bilal, and remember the old days that people didn't even say salam, didn't even shake his hand, he didn't even sit with them, was a servant. When he used to see Bilal radiallahu anhu and Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu sitting in the same gathering, he used to say, Bilalun sayyiduna, Abu Bakr sayyiduna, wa a'taqa Bilalan sayyiduna. He says, Abu Bakr is our master, is our leader, our master, our sayyid, and he has freed Bilal, and Bilal is our sayyid. This is the respect. When Umar came radiallahu anhu, and Abu Sufyan came with the new Muslims, some of the top in Quraysh, to announce Islam to Umar ibn Khattab. He was the Khalifa. And usually they have to wait outside first for entering the door on Umar radiallahu anhu. So when they came, they found Bilal radiallahu anhu and Suhaib and some others, some of the weak Muslims that they remember, waiting by the door. So Umar asked his servant, he said, who's waiting outside? He said, Bilal and Suhaib. He said, okay, who else? He said, Abu Sufyan, and he has some of the top leaders of Quraysh coming to announce Islam. He says, let them wait and tell Bilal and Suhaib to come in. They looked at Abu Sufyan. They still knew Muslims, but they came from Quraysh. They had this honor. How could Bilal go in before us? They still remember Bilal. They can't forget about that. What did Abu Sufyan radiallahu anhu said to them? He said, do you know why Umar let Bilal enter first? And he left you standing here by the door? He wanted to teach you a lesson. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent His Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to call you to Islam, you fought him and Bilal followed him. So who should enter first? Doesn't matter who you are. What matters is, what have you done for your religion? How much piety, how much taqwa, how much iman that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from you and will see in your heart. This is the lesson. Dignity and standing by the truth and the courage that takes an individual like Mohamed Ali to stand up and say, I'm not going to the Vietnam War. The result of that was present. The result of that he had lost a lot of his money. The result of that he could not compete. He could not box no more, and this was his life at that time. They stopped him from everything. They put him in prison. He lost millions of dollars that he became into the edge of poverty. But there's a stand that you need to take in your life. You have to ask yourself a question. What do I lean to? Who I stand with? What do I stand for? That's the question. You can't just come to dunya and leave dunya without a remembrance. You can't come to dunya and then whatever people do you follow. Whatever good they do you do. Whatever evil you do. You're nobody. Rasulullah said, لا يكونن أحدكم إمّا. None of you should be imma means that he is nothing, worth nothing. In أحسن الناس أحسن. If people do good, then he does good. وَإِنْ أَسَاءُ أَسَاء. And if they do evil, he does evil. He says, why can't I be like everybody? Why you want me to be nice while they're not nice? Why you want me to have good manners while everybody don't have good manners? Why you want me to come to the masjid? People don't come to the masjid. Why you want me to be good while people are not good? They have no stand. Rasulullah says, if people do good, they do good. Just to be like them. And if people do evil, they don't like them. So they're nobody. What have they done? There's a lot of people that come to this dunya and leave. Mohamed Ali, they asked him, why you can't go to Vietnam? Well, because he said, this is an unfair fight. This is an unjust fight. This is dhulm. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَرْكَنُوا إِلَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ فَتَمَسَّكُمُ النَّارِ. Do not lean to those who transgress themselves. Then you'll be punished by hellfire. You have to stand. If this is the truth, then it doesn't matter if you sacrifice your life to prove the truth and fight for it. If this is unjust, then it doesn't matter if you sacrifice your life to stop that. And this is part of our deen, that we implement al-amru bil-ma'ruf, ordering people to do good, wal-nahyu 'anil munkar, and stopping the evil. This is part of who we are as Muslims. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we have sent you as the best ummah. Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. Why, Allah, you made us the best? For what? Wallahi, look at our situation now as Muslims. We are the best. But Allah says there are conditions to be the best. تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. You order people to do it. And the ulama, as Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah said, الْأَمْرُ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ بِمَعْرُوفِ وَالنَّهْيُ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ مِنْ غَيْرِ مُنْكَرٍ. Ibn al-Qayyim said if you order people to do good, you have to know this condition also. Ordering people good with goodness. And stopping evil without causing more evil or more harm. Allah said, كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ. لماذا يا رب؟ تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. You order people to do good, you stop evil, and you believe in Allah. That's why you're the best. The ulama says if you do not fulfill the condition, you don't get the result. Don't say, MashaAllah, we're Muslims, the best ummah. 1 second, have you fulfilled the condition first? Allah says you're the best if you do that. That means if you don't do that, then you need to think about who you are. You're nobody. Allah honored us by this deen, so we need to honor the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Muhammad Ali, when he reverted to Islam, first he followed the nation of Islam, and then later on with Malcolm X, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon both of them, another religion in our deen to remember. And look at this. Someone who lived, no matter who he is, he fought for human rights, he fought for animal rights, he fought whatever reason. What honors him truly is Islam. That he doesn't honor Islam. Not because so-and-so is a Muslim, Islam is a good thing. No. We can't say that. Remember that. A lot of people are saying, look what he did to Islam. Jazahullahu khayra. But Islam is honored whether with him or without him. You have to know that. He did a lot for Islam. We can't deny. But Islam is a religion of Allah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose for His slaves and for His creation to follow and worship. Inna ad-deen 'inda Allahi al-Islam. Islam is the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You honor yourself by following Islam. Umar radiallahu anhu, when Abu Ubaidah said to him, قال يا أمير المؤمنين أتدخل عليهم هكذا? He said, you will enter Damascus and take the keys of Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. You're the Khalifa of the Muslim. Your feet is full of mud and your clothes is all ripped, has holes. You're going to enter like that? Change your clothes. Look good. You're the Khalifa. قال يا أبا عبيدة نحن قوم أعزنا الله بالإسلام فإن ابتغينا العزة في غير الإسلام أذلنا الله. Said, Ya Aba Ubaidah, we are people who have dignity because of Islam. We have honor because of Islam. So if we seek honor from other than Islam, Allah will humiliate us. And this is the situation of Muslim Ummah in a whole. Now you know the reason. Why are we humiliated? Why are we not honored by those who have came before us? Because we have not honored the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have not seen the glory from the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Izzah, the glory and dignity and honor belongs to Allah. So if you want to seek it, you seek it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When he became Muslim, one of the things that I heard from one of the author and the writer, he said when people used to come to Muhammad Ali to sign his autograph, he actually did something that it was a form of da'wah that a lot of people might say, why did he do that? Muhammad Ali used to carry pamphlets about Islam. And anybody who asked him for his autograph, he would sign that pamphlet and give it to him. So they asked him, what? You're distributing... people want your autograph. They don't want to know about Islam. He says, if I sign this, My autograph is in here. That means people are not going to throw it away. They keep it. So if people keep it, maybe they'll read it one day. Maybe they'll take a look at it one day. Maybe they'll know about Islam, and then it's through me. So I have done something better than the autograph. A lot of people might say, what did that do to Islam? What did that do to Islam that it brought so many people into Islam? Look at his janazah yesterday and how many people are there because of that autograph that Mohamed Ali have signed and this few words about Islam that they said, okay, let's see what he signed. What is this that he signed that's so important? They start reading about Islam, they got interested about Islam, they followed the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People were crying yesterday when they interviewed them and they said the reason that they follow the religion of Allah is because of this legend Mohamed Ali who have done something. We being Muslims for years, we have not done anything for Islam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, as he mentioned himself, that if Allah would to guide through you one person, is better than being a legend, better than being a champion, because Allah doesn't care whether you're the champion or not. Allah doesn't care whether you're rich or not. What Allah cares is what you have done. So he said, if Allah guides through you one person, is better than having this dunya. This is what I want to meet Allah with, because our Prophet said so. That's dignity. This is the life of someone who really honored the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We speak so much, but we do nothing. And there are people who don't speak at all, but their actions are right there. When a person dies, there are 3 questions that he will be asked for. And these 3 questions are in Mohamed Ali's life that he answered them in this dunya. And as the ulama have said, that if you live these 3 questions, if you applied them, if you answered them in this dunya, you'll be able to answer them in your grave. Now he's in his grave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen his heart to answer these questions. Say Ameen. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the grave easy for him and a piece of paradise for him. Allahumma Ameen. 3 questions. Every individual will be asked. Rasulullah said, when you're buried, people leave, they return, everybody remembers you or not, the angels will come and they sit you up. Now you're sitting down. 3 questions that you must answer. Man Rabbuk? Ma Dinuk? ماذا تقول في الرجل الذي بعث فيكم? 3 questions. Man Rabbuk? Who's your Lord? Ma Dinuk? What's your religion? Number 3, ماذا تقول في الرجل الذي بعث فيكم? What do you say about the man who was sent to you? 3 questions. Now it's time to answer. Do you know how to answer them? Everybody now can answer them. You ask little kids, who's your Lord? Allah. Brother. That's not how easy it is. It's very hard to answer these 3 questions in the grave if you don't live by these 3 questions. If you really don't follow these 3 questions, if you don't believe them in this dunya and act upon them, you'll be struggle in the grave, believe it or not. It's not easy. Or else, why would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ask you for these 3 questions if you could just write them on a piece of paper, take them with you? Very easy question. Everybody knows that if you ask them. But how could we respond to that? I'm going to show you, inshallah, how did Mohamed Ali respond in his life. And maybe this could be a lesson for us to implement in our life, inshallah. نسأل الله عز وجل أن يرحمه وأن يغفر له. May Allah have mercy upon him, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept him among the salihin, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate his ranks in dunya and akhirah. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله. الحمد لله وكفى وصلاة وسلاما على عباده الذين اصطفى. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. How did Mohamed Ali answer these 3 questions? And we hope that he will be able to do the same in his grave, inshallah. In 1981, when they had an interview with him and they asked him, who's your bodyguard? And I know a lot of people, they have a concern with the wording. But if you have a good doubt, or think of the wording other than the actual literal meaning in your mind, then we'll give him that excuse that he didn't mean it literally, bodyguard, like the way we think somebody walking with you, protecting you. So they asked him, who's your bodyguard? Why are you going to have bodyguards walking with you? Then he stopped for a second. And then he said, I have a bodyguard. And if we translate the word bodyguard to Arabic, it will be Al-Haris, and Allah is the protector. And I believe that Muhammad Ali meant it that way. By the way, you cannot judge Muhammad Ali on the wording that he spoke of as a scholar. That's something that, okay, not because he was a legend and a champion, literally, therefore, he's a scholar. No, it doesn't have to be. So the wording that he might have used maybe is not the best wording that fits into the dialogue, but according to the knowledge that he had, the wording that he used fits his level of knowledge. So you can't say, look at him saying, Allah is his body, isn't that haram? And you take it the literal meaning. So that's why we have to have the excuse for people of what they say before we judge them. And he's dead, so you can't ask him what he meant. So the best of what we have is what? Husnul dhan, the best of thought about your brother. And this is something maybe we could learn in our life. Always have husnul dhan, always have good thought about the brother. If you see him and he's walking toward you and he didn't give you the salam, don't say, look at him, a'udhu billah, and he didn't want to give me salam, Allah, I hate him too, and all of that. Say, maybe he didn't see me. No man, he did. That's not husnul dhan, that's not good thought about your brother. Say, wallah, he didn't see it. It's okay. Maybe he forgot. Maybe when he said to me something, he didn't mean it that way. He meant something else, but I understood it the wrong way. If we live like that, we live like the Sahaba. But the problem is, somebody said, Salam alaikum. Maybe he's angry, maybe he had a problem at home. And you're like, you see, every time he gives me salam, he's like that. He hates me and I hate him too. And then we let the shaitan come between us and increase the distance between Muslims. And now we hate one another. We live as enemy, not as brothers. This is the problem. So he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is my bodyguard. Meaning that Allah is with me. Allah is my protector. Allah is my protector. So he asked him, who's Allah? He said, God. And God is Allah. Why would I fear anybody if I have Allah? And that's what the ulama says. If you have Allah, then you have gained everything. And if you lose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning if Allah is not with you, then you have lost everything. If anyone is living without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then there is no hope in his life. Remember that. You need Allah in every second of your life till you die. So that's the first question. And he always remembered, asked them, what are you going to do after you finish boxing? What are you going to do? He said, I'm going to sleep. And I need to work now on fixing my relation with God because I know one day I'm going to return to Him and meet Him. The concept of God, the concept of Allah. And he always said, God, Allah. To tell people that don't think of any God besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what I believe. And I'm proud to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. First question. So hopefully he answered it. Number 2. What is your religion? I think this is something that you could see in Muhammad Ali's life. Very clearly that the religion of Allah that he followed is Islam, that he have said it so many times. After September 11, when they interviewed him and they said, what's going on? Huh? What do you think? Now, are you still following this religion? The people did the tower. He said, that has nothing to do with the religion of Allah. The religion of Allah is Islam. It's telling us to do this, be peaceful, have mercy, not become like these people. Even if they did it, I don't believe in that. But the religion of Islam has nothing to do with the act that happened on September 11. It's still the religion of Islam. The religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He didn't say like some people, okay man, I'm a Muslim, but I'm going to shave my beard, take off the hijab, and alhamdulillah. I don't want anybody to know I'm a Muslim. Unless they figure out. We have people after September 11 who left the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have people after September 11 stopped coming to the masajid. I know some sisters who took off their hijab because they didn't want anybody to know that they're Muslim. Muhammad Ali was not like that. Did he lose anything? He was still a legend. That even an individual, American individual who disagreed with him, no matter what disagreement, still respected him. That you see his janazah yesterday, non-Muslims attended his janazah and they were there because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored them and wanted to honor him in this dunya. He said, the religion of Allah is Islam. So do not judge Muslims. Do not judge Islam by the act of Muslims. Judge Islam by what the Lord said. That's the honor. The third question, who's your prophet? And I think this is very clear on the 2002 Hollywood Walk of Fame, when they did the Walk of Fame, when they wanted to put his name on the star on the ground, and they were going to write Mohamed Ali. Still till now it's written, but not on the ground. And he said to them, if you want my name to be written on the star, then you can't have it on the ground, because my name, part of it, carries our Prophet's name, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That is nobody like Muhammad Ali, that his name is written on a star where people have to step on it with their own feet. And people are happy because people are stepping on their names. Muhammad Ali says, you're going to be stepping on my name? The problem is not my name. The problem is my name is related to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if you want to have it on the wall. He is the only name that is on the wall now. When people go and they walk and they see it, they say Muhammad Ali. When he honored Rasulullah's name, I believe that Allah have honored his name in this dunya and akhirah, inshallah. That's the honor. Hey, what's your name? Mo. What? Joe. What's going on? Yeah, man, if I tell them Muhammad, they know that I'm a Muslim. No, he said, no, you want to write my name? You give it Mohamed Ali. He didn't say, give it the American name that he was given or he was born with. He said, Mohamed Ali, that's what you want to write. I am proud, because Muhammad means praise, or someone who's praised, and Ali means someone who's elevated, Ali, high. So I like my name, I'm proud of it, don't change it. When so many times in interviews they try to twist his name around and give him Clyde's old name or give him his original name, he says, why are you giving me that name? I left it a long time ago. My name is Muhammad Ali. How many of us honor the sunnah of Rasulullah now? We think we're more religious than Muhammad Ali now. Who was he? Was a boxer. Okay, what have you done for Rasulullah? What have you done for the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? This is what he could do. This is, if you consider this the least, I don't consider it the least, but he says, this is what I could do for my Prophet, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let my Prophet be humiliated and his name will be on the ground where people will be stepping on it. Now we have Muslims who step on the sunnah. They don't care about the sunnah of Rasulullah. Everything you tell them is a sunnah. It's a sunnah, it's a sunnah, it's a sunnah. It becomes life like a sunnah. It means that you don't have to do it. Not only that nobody honors the sunnah no more to the level of the Sahaba or the Tabi'een radwanullahi alayhim. He did. He was giving a chance to show his love to Rasulullah, and he did. By the way, if they told him that moment, forget it, man, you either have your name on the ground or no. He was willing to take that. It was a risk to have your name to become the most famous and people remember you after your death, or your name is not even there. He was willing to take it. But when he honored Rasulullah's name, Allah twisted their heart that they agreed to put his name on the wall while nobody else is with him. The hearts, Rasulullah said, Al-Qulubu bayna usbu'ayni min asabi' ar-Rahman. The hearts are between Allah's fingers. He rotates them. He changes them however He wants. Don't think that people will like you because of you, because Allah wants them to like you. Their heart, Allah controls it. So if Allah controls someone's heart to love you or to dislike you, then it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Man arda Allah بسخط الناس رضي الله عنه وأرضى عنه الناس ومن أسخط الله برضا الناس سخط الله عليه وأسخط عليه الناس. That's why people are concerned too much about people in dunya. What people are going to say about me, what people are going to speak about me, let me make them happy. Rasulullah said no. He said, if you please Allah, if your goal is to please Allah, and take it from the khutbah today, if your goal is to please Allah alone, even if it displeases people, then Allah will be pleased with you and He will make people be pleased with you. And Rasulullah says on the other hand, if you displease Allah to please an individual, so somebody could become happy with you, but Allah is not happy. If you displease Allah by pleasing people, Allah will be displeased and He will make people be displeased with you. So you lose dunya and akhirah. So our goal is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like in the life of the legend Mohamed Ali, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon him, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept him among the righteous. and among the shuhada, and among the people who Allah raised their ranks in dunya and akhirah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honor him in his grave and honor him in Jannah, inshallah, by giving him a highest level, by him honoring Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's name in this dunya. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him for everything and every intention that he had for Islam and working for that goal. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon him and all our Muslim brothers and sisters who have passed away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept them inshallah in this month of Ramadan and accept all of us be with them inshallah. May Allah raise our ranks. Allahumma اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت على الحق أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, do we have the brother taking the shahada here? The brother who's taking the shahada? Is he here? Okay, maybe after salah, inshallah. We have a brother who's taking shahada. If you could stay for a minute or two, inshallah. He's going to be announcing his shahada. He's here? Alhamdulillah. So after salah, inshallah, he will announce the shahada.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استووا استقيموا يرحمكم الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله